jeez. I dropped my phone! By the way, I'm streaming! Just letting you know! I'm just, the word, I don't know, but, advertising. I forgot what the word for advertising was. I got it. Oh, nope. Discord. Let me go ahead and paste this literally everywhere. Don't worry, we're gonna start playing soon. Just gotta make sure everybody I've ever met knows that I'm streaming. Time is an illusion that helps things make sense. So we're always living in the present tense. Always be back then. Okay. Okay. What's this? Dropped frames detected over last 2 minutes. It looks fine on my end. Will happen. Happening happened, will happen, happening happened, and what is wrong with it? Dropped frames? There's nothing wrong with my frames. My frames look fine, and I'm on mobile, so pretty sure my frames are fine. Hold on. There we go. And I'm gonna check out my... Oh, my mic was all the way over there. Okay, my sounds fine. Alright. I'm gonna fix my gaming thing. Actually, I think this looks fine. Okay, I'm gonna load up the Stanley Parable Deluxe. Hold on. Auto. That's good. Okay. It's my first time playing the deluxe version. And let's close out of the Spotify. Hold on. Make sure. Okay, yep. I loved playing the one from 2013. Oh. English. Please. Yes. I have. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Okay. Please enter the current time. Is it? No, it's PM. Okay. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. We're back! Give me the phone. Settings? Oh my god. It's so weird playing on this version instead. Okay. And let's begin. Here we go again, guys.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, I missed him.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
I love this man. The narrator, I would die for him.
Of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
So am I. I am ecstatic.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Here we go again,
something
guys.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Here we go again.
Something he would never quite forget.
Oh, how could I
He had been
ever
at his
forget?
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that
What
not
happened again?
one single order had arrived on the monitor for him
Oh,
to
no.
follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
I'm so excited.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits,
I'm
and
trying to move
regained
my
his
mouse.
senses,
There we
he
go.
got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, new keyboard sounds. New keyboard sound. I don't know if I like it or not. You can't jump and get your first achievement. I didn't even try to jump, but alright, thanks.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Bro.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Imagine
No
sitting.
matter how hard
Can you
Stanley
stop?
looked, he couldn't find a trace.
Hold on.
This is the story of a man.
Okay, that's good.
This of his co-workers.
He kept interrupting me. I'm just saying, like, imagine working at an office and you don't have a computer, you just have a pencil sharpener. I miss looking around for literally any little thing. Imagine I clicked on the wrong game. Give me the clock. Okay. Close the doors behind me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Might as well. Let's do what he says first. You know, have a little change. Do it again, you know. See if it's the same thing,
Yet
you know.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find
Scared
an answer
me.
there.
Get Chris out of the broom closet. That was hard for me to do. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of... It's kind of hard to keep keep on topic of something that you don't know what the topic is. Okay. My old pal! Oh, I want to so bad. Some other time. I must stay focused.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm going. Oh yeah. I was only allowed in here once. Am I allowed in here too? No.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
There.
By simply pushing random buttons.
Alright, I'm pretty sure this is just the same thing. Oh, what? I can't see anything. Oh!
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
The lighting, oh my god. It's so eerie, I hate it. I'm gonna go in my corner, as per usual. Okay, I'm going. Ooh, up. There wasn't an up button before.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Oh, I'm not paying attention.
Would not go unanswered for long. Whoops, nope, never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I just want to play with the elevator for a little bit. Or can I just go back in? Hold on.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that...
Hold on, I'm turning his voice back up. I love hearing his voice. Do it again.
keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I love how sarcastic he is. Keep being sarcastic, funny man, please. I love him. He's so funny. Alright, let's go back down. And then let's go back up again.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
For real. Nope.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
Never!
It's time once again to go back up.
Whee!
I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I can't wait to find out. Have I gotten shorter? Feels like I've gotten shorter.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
I need some time to process as well. I need to drink some water.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No.
Oh no, come on. I feel like a child. Is this what my little siblings feel like?
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Master? Thank you so much for asking. See what we're gonna do, right? What we're gonna go do is we're gonna go ride the elevator again.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that...
It's going so slow.
This kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it.
Yeah, you know,
That's
I'm just
how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
My storytelling is amazing. Thank you very much. Okay, I think he's done. I think he's done. Oh my god.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
Oh.
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley.
No!
You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
Cliffhanger.
You don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride
no.
nice and slow?
Are we there yet?
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want
Let me jump
big,
out of the elevator.
explosive
Let me
moments
jump and
flung
fall to my
right in their
death.
faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley.
If I had to
what
sit...
you and I are doing right now, this is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive.
You make me feel alive.
That's why people like you so much, Stanley.
Oh,
because you're not afraid to
thanks.
spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know?
I know.
People look up to you.
I know.
Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you.
You
So that you
have?
can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes,
Oh
I
my
know you're
God.
not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning.
It
They
means a
really
lot.
look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize
Isn't
the
this
impact you have
elevator
on them.
a
This
little
is the
slower?
kind of
Like, it's
gesture
taken a
that
while.
might leave a
Ooh.
tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
For me?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
All eyes on Stanley. He's so mad. Oh my god. I love the narrator. He's so funny. I'm going up the stairs.
Ah, yes. Here it is. Just through this door.
That was the Minecraft door noise. That was the Minecraft door noise. I did. What the hell? Two
All right.
stage.
Are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of
Thank you.
surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself.
You're just saying
and
that.
speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay. It looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Up again, down again. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. Stanley, me. Break a leg, champ. Stanley, your true love for... not reading that. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get 'em, tiger. Oh, I will. Is that fucking golf? That is the most boring golf shit I've ever seen. Remember where you came from. Your co-workers. I came from a very special place that no one else has come from. Someone spilled my coffee. Can I just jump off? Imagine. It's just like, I made this all for you and you just die? Okay. Thank you! Thank you! Oh. And then I died. I got assassinated. Ah. Tried pressing F1 because that's what it said.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You're annoying.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room. And
What are you gonna
Stanley
do about
knew
it?
perfectly well.
What are you gonna do
Perhaps
about
he
it?
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
And maybe I will. Again. Just because I like it so much.
Ah, yes. Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I can now
Stanley
see
simply
the
stood here,
condensation.
drinking it all in.
I can now see the condensation on the can. I'm in love with the graphics.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
I'm going.
but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You really think so? I forget where that goes.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley,
Let's
I think
go!
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I'm gonna drop
There's
down.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. Really? I'm in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Absolutely.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I'm sorry. His voice. Okay. Alright, show me. Okay. Okay. I'm waiting. Do not stand on this side. Damn it.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, he's mad. He's mad.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You
Absolutely.
Want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
It's okay, I wasn't going to.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I'd written out specifically for you?
It was so worth it.
I do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did.
Oh no, I
and in
believe
the end,
you.
It was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see.
I'm sorry, your story kind of sucked.
Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
More of you,
Tell you
TBH.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
But what if I don't? Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1?
You
That's
told
not
me to
even
be
helpful.
honest.
What am I supposed to do with that?
I don't know.
But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
Yeah,
Here,
you did ask
based
for
on
it.
the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. Leaderboard. Oh, that's crazy. Want to see where I am? Ah. No. Okay, whatever.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on. And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Ooh, really?
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it,
Oh,
would
of
you?
course not. Of course not. Let me
boot it
see.
up. In this game,
That scared the shit
baby
out of me.
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Both!
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you
Aww.
for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Will you commentate for me? Will you commentate for me? Please.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from
I
up
can
high
tell.
in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must
Space
be.
Puffs!
What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley.
It's
and it
fun.
seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Stop making the Minecraft door noise. Okay. Let's go. Alright, the textures look nice. It's a big step up from 2013. Oh, went the wrong way. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hold on, let me... Alright, the texture... Alright, yeah. It's all good. This really... Okay, I feel like I know what game it... I feel like I've seen this game before.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What? What's wrong with it?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
No!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
No!
Let's find another game.
No!
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable
Let me out! I feel like Rapunzel right now.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Is this Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
Oh my god, it's
Just
Rocket
a nice
League.
big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Okay, I don't...
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
I don't want to play
We shall
anymore.
run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Touchdown?
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, I'm running. Meow. Oh.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
No.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I... Hold on. What are you doing?
Bye. Oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I could come back if I could, bro. Filing cabinets. Oh. I immediately died. Oh. Oh. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. Am I in the back rooms right now? What is going on? Where am I going? How are my legs not broken? Okay, how do I get out of here? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And
I
if
miss
he's learned
you.
the heavy cost that comes with it.
I wanted
He'll
to
understand
explore
soon
some
what
more.
I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
True.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end.
No, just
make
you.
sense out of the chaos.
I'm
and the
sorry.
fear and the
I'm
confusion.
sorry.
That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh yes, yes, I'll be back.
Stop.
There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I can wait. Oh, okay. This is what being patient gets me.
All of his co-workers were
Alright,
gone.
I think I'm gonna do
What
the
could it
exact
mean?
same thing.
Stanley decided to go
Except,
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna start following his direct.
Oh, new content? What does that
Oh,
mean?
move.
New content.
New content? Oh. Oh, where are we going? New, new, new!
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a
Oh,
video game
God.
released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Mm-hmm.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Might as well. Considering I have nowhere else to go.
Okay, so far it's an elevator.
Yeah, one with no
Nothing special
buttons.
yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Are we sure it's not just a cage?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the
New
new
content!
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
My viewers when I post for the first time in 6 months.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Okay, won't do that again.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, that's crazy. Hold on. Oh my god, I can jump. Oh my god, this is amazing. Why haven't I tried this before? Oh. I think I'm out of jumps.
Is that it?
I don't know.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Maybe. Oh.
Goodness, another elevator.
Yay, I love
have to
elevators.
say,
Initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Well,
if this is new content,
it's the first
then
time
I could
I've ever
just read you
jumped.
the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good.
Yeah, be
Yes.
patient.
I knew
Be
there had
patient.
to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Ooh, umbrellas. Keep dry.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
Let me sit in
This
this
is what
chair.
happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated
let me
and
see.
I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Oh no!
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Friend? We're friends? Oh. Oh. Sir, I think you fucked up. I'm gonna be honest, I think you fucked up here.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Give me a minute, I wanna check up here first. Okay, it's nothing interesting. I really wanna see what's in the vent. Give me a second. I'm very curious. Okay, usually I wouldn't do it, but I wanna know. Okay. I wanna see.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well,
Yeah.
it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Yeah.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Ooh.
Just our little secret. Take a look.
I'm excited. Why is that red? I'm excited. Exciting new content. Ooh. This is magical. Is this open world? Hold on. Okay.
I call it the memory zone.
Wow.
It's where I've been storing
It's magical.
all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
You have memories?
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at everything. You have memories? I thought you were just a voice in my head.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
I don't know.
Back then,
I was
video games had integrity.
7.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Very cool. Just a bunch of pictures of everything you can do. Postcards? Yo! Our first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. I need that poster! I need that poster, please. I would buy that. The original remake. Love it. Okay. First dollar. Love it. Trip down. Smile because it happened. Alpha test. Very nice. Go outside. Oh! Still need to do this one. You got 3 of these? I don't even know what these are. Yeah, I really doubt that. I really doubt that one. Oh yeah, when I died. I remember that. Little Stanley. Oh, he was a hamster? Aw, that's cute. Okay, let's go.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I
Oh,
quote,
great, you're gonna read the whole thing.
"Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every
no
game
offense,
ever
but I
created."
really don't want to.
Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
It really wasn't that
It was
good.
literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I like the elevator content, to be honest. Aw. This is nice, though. I really like the graphics they did with the game. Person of the Year, Stanley. Aw. Ooh, thingy up there. I would live here.
Here's another moving passage, this
Aw.
time from GameSpot.com.
Ah, you got a
The
9
Stanley
out of 10.
Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games,
Carolyn
and one that
Petit.
offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
9
It
out
didn't
of 10
need
is
anything
not
else.
perfect.
It didn't need new
Sorry to
content.
bust your bubble.
It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed
Beautiful
hall
carpet
of
textures.
beloved video game memories.
Bay. I can't. The serious room? Bro, I can't get in there. Okay. What do you want from me?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, yes.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Let's
I can't
go!
even imagine what's been collecting down here.
I want to see
Surely
some.
these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Let's see.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to
scared
make a
me.
serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
It's suddenly raining. I'm just walking around. I really hate the wet footsteps I can hear make like the sounds of. Bro! This really is the illusion of choice. It won't let me go anywhere else.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No!
Tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
No.
This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
What the
You
hell
can't
is
know how much
terse?
fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
No!
Like I let these people down.
No,
Perhaps
don't
the
say
Stanley
that.
Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remember.
It was a great game. It was a great game. And I like hanging out with you. You're funny. You're nice. You're hot. What? I'd hang out with you. You're not a failure. You're chill. What the hell's going on with this texture?
What's this one got to say?
9.8 hours on record.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then...
No, you're
then
not.
maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Are you doing
I'll do
okay?
anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
You doing okay, man? You don't sound very okay. I'm just checking up on you. I don't know. I like listening to his dumbass dialogue. He's fun.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue.
No, keep
and
going.
It goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is.
I'm
so on
being
and so
a good
forth,
person.
Until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245.
What the hell
But
is he
the logic
talking about?
Of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago?
This
Which
is how you
why
be a
I
good
say,
friend.
the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah.
Is it
We've
repeating?
eaten too much and it can't be
Yeah,
just...
it's repeating.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I
No, I
had to
heard it.
describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Don't call it a
Look,
manifesto.
I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the
I
time
don't
of
wanna
having made
skip
said
him.
choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice
I
you've
don't wanna
already
skip him
made,
because
you
he's
bring
like-
that choice into being, then
I don't
by
wanna be
making no
mean.
choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day.
That's okay.
Look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto, treatise. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Oh, really?
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
Really?
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Okay, well, can you let me go do something else?
Has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
No, I was thinking the exact same thing.
There was one here before.
Kind of claustrophobic now.
Have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button.
Make a door.
Anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
I'm trying my best.
I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me.
I'm trying!
We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Well, I'm sorry.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle.
You can just make a new door, right?
Those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to...
Let's find out.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here with a single person to speak with.
Hun.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
I don't think so.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley, not the outcome.
I'm glad I could
the
help.
Story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in.
I'm so glad I can be that for you.
Saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
Bring it in.
Was I scared of that all
Hug
along?
me.
Perhaps.
Bring it in.
Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this
Would
whole
you
time.
loosen up,
But if
would
I stop
ya?
speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley.
Okay, then
I
get me
can't
out
lose
of
myself
here.
in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away.
I know we've
And
been
those
stuck in this
moments,
room for like
the
20
emptiness
minutes, but
folds
like I
itself
can't. I
upward in
love hearing
between
him
the two
talk.
of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real.
I'm here.
Yet to speak to you
Oh,
now,
yo, hold on.
I am alive. I am
Thank
truly
you
completely
for
here.
your
I am
yo
a
for the
being.
follow. I
am
appreciate it.
someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized.
Yay!
The emptiness between us has collapsed, and
Okay.
I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction.
Bae.
I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast
Bae,
a shadow onto the
I love
wall.
you, but
see what I'm
like-
saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me.
I
I'm
understand.
so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already
you
I
let
can
me
sense
out of
the
this
looming
room, I
silence
won't
as you
press
will
the
press
button
the
again.
button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
But I like you talking. Okay, well now I feel alone. And I feel like I need to press this button. Sorry. Oh, I can't see anything.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about
Us?
everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
Oh, I'm
Have you
sorry,
ever sat down
hon.
in one place and not moved for one entire year?
No.
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at
Bae.
all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
Bae, I'm sorry.
Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo
Love.
the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant.
Sweetheart.
In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for
Hun,
what I now know
please.
was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It
I'm sorry. Oh. Am I alone? I think I'm alone. That's fair enough. Oh, I can press it again. Uh-oh. The clock fell off the wall.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain
Narrator?
us. It
I'm
wasn't
here.
enough. They had to leave a pathetic
Hello?
little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising
Hello?
heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course,
God. I really do not like this ending.
end, is never the 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 end.
I'm getting kind of scared. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Bro, I think my room is flooding. When I come back, I'm just gonna be underwater, aren't I? Oh my god. That is definitely not what I was expecting, but sure. What is this, Doomsday? Light? God damn, how long has it been? Have I evolved into a higher being? I guess I press the button again. Woo, pretty! Oh, this is nice. Maybe this game would do better without Stanley. Oh! That was quick. Oh, it's so quiet. Oh! Oh my god. I guess let's walk this way. I can see why he was afraid of open world. I'm terrified. Bro, where am I going? Oh? Oh, that was the end of that. Alright,
All of his co-workers were gone.
let's get back to
could
what
it
we were
be?
doing before the new
Stanley
content
decided to
thing,
go to
I
the meeting
guess.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? How can I resist?
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very
Ooh.
exciting to show you.
Oh, I can't wait. Something for me? How lovely. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Narrator, don't
You
leave me
see,
alone,
Stanley,
please.
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable
Uh-huh.
and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense.
We're going a
I
bit
say
fast,
we
don't
take
you
it
think?
One
Oh.
step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
You're a
This is
genius.
what fans have truly been asking for.
Taste the sequel.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented.
It's lovely.
It screams progress and
Thank you
innovation
for showing me.
and long-term franchising potential.
They're back. 2 doors. Oh, this is lovely. Thank you so much for showing us the logo ideas. I remember looking at the plant. I remember that.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Okay.
But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, The City. Excuse me? Divinity, Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. The prequel. A prequel. I did not like that chanting I heard for like a split second there, but okay. This way to the show floor. New features. A whole bus of new content? Exciting. Oh wow, you've really outdone yourself. This is amazing.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Like what? Can I jump now? No. Where are the new features? Merch. Interesting. Still can't open doors. What's this way? I don't feel like I should go in there yet. No, please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I like this one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Oh my god.
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is. Or actually,
Ooh,
maybe
balloons!
I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Balloons!
Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
But I want a balloon. I want this one. Why can't I have a balloon? Alright, fine. Where are we going now? Ew. Alright, I guess I'm going this way. I don't know. Just keeps going. What's in here?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Okay.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Oh.
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Actually, I think that's been done before in Portal. You know? In Portal. With the portals. You know what? Okay.
You see? Isn't it wonderful? One
yes,
of my
it's
more
great.
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
You know what? What if I want to keep falling?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look,
True.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I think you got issues.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think
Yeah,
we
are you
both
going
said
to
some
apologize?
things we didn't
I
mean.
said
Why
nothing!
don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Alright.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm
Oh.
very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven... You see? I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person.
I
would have
quite
said,
like
"Yep,
holes."
That's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no.
You'll hear from my therapist.
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
That's what I was thinking.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about. Gosh, you're back in the hole.
Oh.
If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to become extremely certain
See?
that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing.
Right.
What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is.
Oh!
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you?
I'm in the
I
hole.
know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked
No,
for. It's
no.
a win for everyone.
No,
You
no,
get to
don't
be with the
leave.
hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Don't leave. Come
Take
on.
care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole...
No, don't leave me. Aww. Babe. Come on. Oh. What the hell was that? I was just about to reset. What happened? Hello? I don't like this tense music. Makes me feel like... Uh-oh. 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 Narrator! Narrator, I'm being sucked down, help! Come on, we had our differences, come on! Come on! Please? Yo! This is crazy. Wait, this is funky. This is crazy. Puppies! My funky sounds are back. Oh, yo, I'm upside down. Ew. 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 Error.
Stanley!
Yeah?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
I was having fun.
That's Stanley.
Why?
Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
I was
You don't
enjoying
want
the
to miss
whole.
a single
No.
moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
No, I think what you.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
No, what I think
Stay
is.
alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
I think what's wrong is that you have issues. Oh! I wanted to do the whole thing again. Fair enough.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Alright, let's go this way. I did quite like the hole.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
Is this what I've heard
I'm
about?
happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental
I've
problem
heard about
again.
this.
It's the Stanley Parable.
Bucket!
Reassurance
Bucket!
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a
Bucket,
sense
bucket,
of
bucket, give me
calm
bucket,
and
give me bucket.
ease will
Come here,
fill your
give me
mind
bucket,
and your
give me
heart.
bucket.
It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley
have the
Parable
bucket,
will
please.
feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more
I want the
convenient
bucket,
solution
please.
for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
No,
Yes,
no, you're right.
the bucket
Hold on.
is the perfect solution.
Hold on.
Come on, give it a try.
Yes! Bucket! 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 Bucket!
Can you feel it?
Yes!
The glow of comfort, even in the face of
I got a
crushing
bucket!
despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And
I
in
got a
fact,
bucket!
Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
No, so
I
true.
think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Really?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on.
Oh
don't they?
yeah, I love the
All
bucket.
this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, I'm taking the bucket with me. I'm gonna take the bucket with me everywhere I go.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Let me go through this again. I really like this bucket. He's a genius for making this bucket, to be honest. And I will be taking it everywhere. I know I've already been this way, I won't let me back in the hole, alright, fine. It's just me and my bucket. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Might as well.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel.
It's a prequel, you lied!
Hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
The gamers? Ugh. Okay, fine. Let me out of here. What else can I do? Why is this hallway even available if I can't do anything? Yeah, you're real funny. You're real funny. It did not work. You're a liar.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I don't know. Collect them all. Can you find them? Can you find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Cool.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching.
I'm gonna put it in my bucket.
You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Put it in my bucket. Yo! Oh. Let's do it again. No? Okay. Fine.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I guess. Jump circle. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, this is the exit. Well, I haven't seen everything yet, so. Fine, it ended. Alright, I'm still taking a look around. I don't know if I've seen everything yet. Ooh!
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Cool!
Isn't that wonderful?
I guess so. Oh.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
My name is awesome.
Let's have you roleplay as Jim
Roleplay?
to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
You promise?
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath,
Okay.
clear your mind, Forget whoever you are and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply?
I feel
Are
it.
you really, truly Jim right now?
I am Jim.
If so,
Yes.
then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see.
It's
What
a
thrill,
rush!
What a rush! That was you. The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Oh my god.
Let's take a break from the gym.
More,
button.
more.
I'm too emotionally
Jim,
drained
Jim.
from all of this personal value.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim.
I
I'm
like
putting
being
the
Jim.
button away.
Jim.
Otherwise,
No!
soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
No! Ugh. I'll find that button again. And when I do... Wait. I'm gonna try these doors again, just in case. The carpet makes a noise. I love carrying this bucket everywhere. Please work. Please work. I want the button. Lame! Why don't I even try? Have I tried this one? I think I might have, but I forget, so I'm gonna do it again. Alright.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Yeah, sure. Alright, is that it? It was lovely. Was that it? I think that was it. Can I take the bucket with me, though? Is that allowed? Can I take the bucket? Oh, the jump circle!
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
No!
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No, I want to jump. You're the worst. Let me jump. Bitch. Whatever, loser. Fine. Can I go in the hole again? Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, but it's worth a shot, isn't it? No, it's not. I'm pretty sure I can't. Alright, let's leave. This was truly fascinating. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's see. Have I seen everything? Free achievement. Merch. Settings. World champion. Insurance bucket. Office decorations. Epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite. Whole. Exit. I think I've seen everything. Yeah, I think I have. Alright, I'm leaving. Bye! Why can't I leave? Oh, the exit's this way. I'm a dumbass. Alright, well, it's been nice. And you will have to pry this bucket from my cold, dead hands, but... it's time to move on, isn't it?
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yep.
Ready to move on now?
Yep. What's this?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
It's
yes, I
nice.
know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Alright, as long as I get to keep the bucket.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
What was that?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay, take your time.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this.
How can
Here we
you
go.
say that when you can't see it?
Version 2.
Love.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't
Ooh,
a
what's in the
coherent
bucket?
video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't
love
stand
it.
on their own. They would need the structure and
it's
the
great.
gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable
jeez.
and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising
It's the...
conviction, this is the Stanley Parable
No,
2.
it's the Ultimate Deluxe,
Let me
isn't
see
it?
if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh! I mean, it's alright. I like it. Okay. It's nice.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I want to see.
Stanley
Oh,
worked
it is
for a company in a
different.
big
It's got the
building
balloons.
Where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
It's got balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Balloons.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right. Will I finally be able? Bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes. Oh, yes. It's everything I dreamed of. Oh God, it feels great. Thank you so much, narrator. It's all I've ever wanted.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I'm so glad that you have special dialogue based on the bucket now. I love the bucket.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Oh,
was
yes,
this
of
better
course.
than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself.
Yes, perhaps it truly was.
How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
I quite like the bucket. The bucket is my narrator now. Goodbye. That's all I need.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
I want a bucket
Stanley
so I can
reflected
clutch
on
it to
all
my
they'd
chest right
been
now.
through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Ooh, notepad.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home, here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
I like the bucket. I know I've said it many times, but I love this bucket.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge.
Absolutely.
Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
And I want the bucket to be happy. Because I'm a good friend. Is that it? Woo! Thank you, Karma Kills, for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright, we're leaving.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge.
The bucket's
and
the
they
new
took the first
Stanley.
open door on their left to get back to business.
No, we didn't.
No, said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
What if I die with the bucket? I'm gonna die with the bucket. Let's go!
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
It was lovely. Let's do it again. Let me get my bucket.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all? Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Ah, yes. I missed you, bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to
No,
him,
okay, I'm
telling
finally
him that
gonna
the
go
employee
back
lounge was simply the
through
place to be.
the original
And here it was.
thing I
Had
wanted
the
to
bucket
do.
turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
We'll do that in a little
Stanley
bit.
did
I
not
need
question
something to
why
do.
or how this bucket was speaking to him.
I have something
it
else
should
to
have
do.
alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Yeah, no. I have something to do.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket?
How do I
here?
put the bucket
Unless-
down?
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something
Oh,
about
no.
it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
As you say.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Okay.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Seems like a bucket.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not
Oh.
an actual bucket.
I see. Next.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Seems like it.
Correct. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I'm so incredible at getting things wrong. He must be so impressed.
Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
Thank you so much. I know.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What does that even mean? How can something be a bucket and not a bucket at the same time?
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Take your time.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here.
And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
Oh, jeez.
Am I a bucket?
Guys, I think I broke him.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever
I
had.
love buckets, and if you want
I'm
me to
afraid
love
the
you,
bucket
you
is
must be a
threatening
bucket.
to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets
No!
from the game.
No, 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 don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. No, 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 no. Come on, please.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear?
Everything is a bucket.
Was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
I'm a
No,
bucket.
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Okay.
Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
That's fair enough. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I gotta skip the bucket for now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
It's a nice tingle.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah. I'm trying to finish my business here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy,
Yeah, I'm
really,
sure.
I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
I do
Are
not.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Alright, we gotta do
What?
it again. We gotta
I
do
don't
it
know
again.
how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove
Alright, and now
it.
I gotta follow.
Let me prove that I'm
this.
on
Ooh!
your side.
Give me a chance. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
Yay!
no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I'm okay
You
with
can't
that.
buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Thank you.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Sure.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
You what?
Here, let me show you.
Alright. Ooh.
about? What are we looking for?
I don't know. I'm kind of scared here.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it's
if
nice.
we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
That's nice.
I actually feel happy.
Oh, he's sweet. I'm happy he's happy. Now time to ruin it.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
It's fine.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Stop, don't make me feel bad.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Can I go back? Can I give him his happiness back and then just take it away from him again? Not that I'm some kind of monster. Oh, it's green!
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
It's quite nice, I guess, but...
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about
yeah, I
this
know.
isn't getting through to you?
Watch this, ready? You wanna see a trick? Backflip! Woohoo!
Oh!
Ow.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Oh, it's red now! Oh, it changes colors! Pretty.
There. See? This is what you want. This
You
is
don't know
where
what
we
I
can
want.
both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
It's just like, this isn't much content for my viewers, you know? If it was up to me, really, I would stay here with you forever, but... yeah. Sorry, love.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I'm gonna go limp up the stairs now.
No. No, no. What are you doing, Stan? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
I don't know. I'm bored. I need content, you know?
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I can do that. I can do that. Yes, sir, I can do that.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see
Pretty!
what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
It's pretty. Alright, time to go try and kill myself again. In a video game.
No, perhaps not.
Watch me limp all the way back. Let's do it a third time. Maybe a double backflip will work this time.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
No!
Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, you're not. You're not. No. No. Oh, I hate being a streamer. I need to do content. Narrator, content. I need content. I want you to be happy. It's just like, for content, I can't have that happen. You know? I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry. You'll forget about this, okay? You're gonna be sad for now, but when it resets, you're gonna feel better. And honestly, take out your anger on Stanley as much as you need, okay? It's okay. It's gonna suck, but you know. I like your game quite a lot, actually. That's why I have so many hours in it. Woo! Oh. Woo!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Oh. Oh, I feel bad every single time I do this. Oh, I feel so bad.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did.
I know.
wish I still thought that was possible.
I'm sorry. I know. I know. Content really sucks, man. Okay? It really sucks that me entertaining people is kind of my thing. Entertaining myself would be just to hear you go on for hours talking about things that make you happy. I'm really invested in this character. I don't know. I'm sorry. Let's move on. It was lovely. It really was, darling. Okay? But I'm gonna go now. Very slowly. Bro, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, love. Just let me die so I don't have to hear him being sad anymore.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I think that was the most painful ending I've had so far. Yes? Is this the recorded message thing that I remember from the last time? I want to see if it changed. Pick it up! Anyways, my heart has been broken into a million pieces. Meeting today in the meeting room. Oh.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Well, it must be in the meeting room then.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I feel like it's all... I have to do it. Like, I have to make him happy for what I did in the last run. I have to. Hold on. Oh, redeemed something. Give me a second. Stretch? Aight. Give me a second. Alright, let me take a picture of this. Let me... Okay. Gotta collect them all. 5 there be. Just take it from me. Nearby a fireplace. Large room, lots of boxes. Some kind of game. There must be a point to this. There will be a reward from finding them all. Lies, who are you? 666 lol. There will be cleaning of this wall required. I want to go home. I want them so much. Stop kidding yourselves. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? Then this investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Alright, well, I know how to find 2 of them now.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes, sir. There's gonna be one in here. Yep.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Oh, I hate it.
Figs. Oh,
No.
what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
I like it because you like it.
Stanlerine under your belt.
Very nice. It's quite nice. I love it. And then, I feel like there was another one. Oh. Oh yeah, the elevator to nowhere, right? Yep, the elevator that goes nowhere. Who could have guessed? Wait, hold on. I gotta look at the picture again. Hold on. Let's cross off the one. Hold on. Let's see. Let's cross off the one with the bathroom. Okay. Okay, stairs. Something to do with stairs. A large room. Lots of boxes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
Here's a
to discover not
fireplace.
an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire.
Well, that's
if not
not-
for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the
So
dark
true.
clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would.
Can you tell me the codes so you...
The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh, no, I definitely
Nor
did.
in
I've just
bliss
been
of
waiting.
Simply being near the bucket, did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Thank you.
But
Jeez.
Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes,
Said
this
by-
is certainly the most logical explanation.
Someplace with a lot of boxes. Yes!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Take
And
your
now
time,
I'm
love.
torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
I don't
Let me
know.
sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Yeah, you'll get there. You'll get there. Alright, now to finish this man's story. I'm actually doing as he asks. It's new to me. It's new to me. It really is.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Thank you. Also, by the way, guys, everybody that's watching the stream, if you type in chat, it will appear right below me. As you can see, I wrote something, and nobody has said anything since, so... uncalled for. Here we go again!
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Alright, yeah, I just want to make him happy. I will make him happy.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Wow!
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both
It's
wondered
crazy.
to themselves.
I do like the now.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very
Not
nearly
the
burst into
bucket!
tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Yes. Yes. Why don't you do that for me, narrator?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do
Here it is.
or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
No! He screamed into the bucket.
Into the bucket.
Accept it.
No!
His own life in someone else's control? Never!
Never.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I do quite like my bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Here we go
happy
again.
Or sad or content.
1.
Walking, eating, working,
2.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
I remember where all of
And
them
as
are.
the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided
3.
that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
I can't
another
see
human
anything.
life. For
Hold on. I can't see anything. Video. Oh well.
he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends,
Oh, what?
Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
It won't let me.
They high-fived in a really cool way. And the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Thank you for telling me that. Well, I can't press 4, so I guess I'll press 5. Alright, let's finish the game your way.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible play.
There you go. You happy?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
Stanley and the bucket.
wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one
I want to
lived
see if
together,
they improved
with
the
one another to
graphics.
lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Oh,
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
what?
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
No.
Needed the
No.
soothing warmth of the bucket. Would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
How dare they?
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Am I gonna have to do
Not
it
while this
again?
building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
Yeah.
To be trapped
Thanks.
eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch,
Oh,
but it did little
jeez.
to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Here we go again, the whiteboard ending. I've had this ending before!
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I want to go to the broom closet. I'm going back to my original home. My broom closet. Okay. Stairs, something to do with stairs, and a large room, lots of boxes. Okay.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
I can feel
The
it.
broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No!
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
How dare
There's
they?
The other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
How dare
That your
you?
relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless
It's very
that you
romantic.
feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happens
That
to
is
lay in your
wrong.
path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really
You
tell
stupid
the
broom closet.
off for its
Shut
demeaning
up.
Comments.
You are
Expand
wrong.
on the
I am
wide
in love
variety
with
of
this bucket.
experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let
How'd
them
you know I
have
had
it.
feelings for the bucket? Yeah, fuck this broom closet. And guess what? I'm leaving with my
Okay,
Oh,
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we
Ooh.
go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take our hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
well, I don't really know how I feel about property of Stanley, considering like that I
All
have.
right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
It's just I don't really like property of Stanley because I feel romantic feelings for this bucket. I don't want to treat it as if
You know what?
As if it's-
I could take the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you
disgusted.
like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
he's angrier than I am. Oh, well, that's it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon,
You
you'll
really
collect
just-
the last one, and then the
I don't
first
remember the
number
last
will
one
equal
is.
the second number, and that will be it.
I'm
We'll
excited.
be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all.
Right.
You can't go back
so
to when
excited.
you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Oh. Well,
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He
No.
considered the possibility of facing his
could never
boss,
do it.
admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Oh.
He might be fired
Oh,
for that.
I think I'm
And in
stuck.
such
Okay,
a
no, I'm not.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because
Right.
he believed everyone had vanished.
Trying to
His
see if
boss would
anything's
think he was
different.
crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am
My
I
bucket!
crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
That's strange.
Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance
No.
and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday
Then why does it say
bucket.
property of
Someone
Stanley?
else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good
My
would come
bucket!
from this.
Oh, it's
Who
not my
knows what
bucket.
sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence
Where's
of
my
his
bucket? Where's my bucket?
Now he noticed that the rooms were
I don't care
which was,
about
of
that.
course,
Where's my
that-
bucket?
Now he felt himself floating off the ground.
No.
Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off
Where's
in the
my
distance
bucket?
now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley!
Bucket!
It's me! The bucket!
Bucket!
Could it truly
Where are
be?
you?
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None
No.
of them were his special bucket.
No.
Come to me, Stanley.
I'm coming,
Find
bucket!
me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It
I'm
was the
fi- I'm
only
trying
way
to find
truly
you.
restore his sanity. And then suddenly,
No.
he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
No.
The real bucket was inside of him.
How'd he get
all
up there?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh god, not this again.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
My
But on
bucket!
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
My bucket.
Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
I forgot my bucket.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Oh
How
no.
cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
Okay,
Of course,
yeah.
She had no
All
time
right.
for this. There
Show
were
off.
a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck, yes,
Okay.
she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Show off.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Fair enough. My bucket has the stickers
Stanley
on it.
picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone.
My
Not with the
bucket!
bucket around.
I got my bucket.
Stanley
gotta find the
clutched
last
bucket tightly to his
figurine.
chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't feel like looking up the picture again, so I need to go back in here. A large room, lots of boxes. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I think I know where the last one is, actually. But since I'm here, I might as well,
Office,
right?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes,
Was
of
the
course.
bucket guiding him?
The bucket is my guide.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Alright, let's get past this. And then we'll reset. And I'll go to the room with boxes. I know where it is. I know where it is. I know where I'm going.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
It's like,
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would
And
both
my
meet a
bucket!
violent death.
ah, well, I guess we die together.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yup. Here we go! Death! I quite like death. Oh. Is it gonna be the woman again?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley
okay with
reflected
this.
on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to
Don't
be.
say that!
Sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what
My
use
bucket
a
is
sense of
great.
ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
I don't know, I feel
This
very
is
at
what
ease
Stanley
right
thought
now.
to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
No, I like my bucket.
Farewell, Stanley.
Bye! See you when we reset. Here comes the woman.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
My bucket? Just my bucket, though? What? I'm holding my bucket. I'm okay. My bucket is fine.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's
Ooh.
true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was
Where's
a
my
glorious
bucket?
bucket to behold.
I was just holding my bucket. I liked my bucket. I quite liked my bucket.
Can you see
So
how
many
arrogant
buckets!
it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
No.
Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
But that's why it makes our love forbidden. Give me my bucket
no man
back.
can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as
I never
this
said
one.
I owned him, and
It is
I had a
man
problem
who
with,
should kneel before the bucket.
and I will gladly do so. Oh, give me bucket. Oh,
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
there's nothing wrong with it. You're just homophobic, buckophobic.
Stanley, darling, let him be crushed by the machine.
What?
Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Okay.
We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and
I was okay
implements
with
if
this.
only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler. As
But the
leader,
bucket will
as
die
commander of
too.
A new world, a new vision for...
The bucket died with me. Are you stupid? Hello? Alright, well. Alright, now I know where to go.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time. The good old bucket.
The good old
Just
bucket.
Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Yay!
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chin. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
No, I know where to
telling him
go.
That the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I know where to go.
Stanley
It's
took the
here!
door on his left
It's
to go
here!
back to the meeting room.
No.
This place has
Said
quite
the
a lot of buckets.
Don't go to the meeting
boxes,
room.
I mean.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good.
Wait,
said
no!
the bucket.
Oh, shit.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket.
I
his
saw where I was
dearest
supposed to
friend.
go. I saw
So
where
he
I was
threw
supposed to go.
himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Again. Oh. Here you go again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had... Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chin. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
Keep going.
Telling him
Let's
that the
go.
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Let's go get the last one.
No.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Stiggly
Savor this
Wiggly?
moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This
quite
is
like
doing
it.
something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
I get to hear
would
your
tell
voice
you that
now.
I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Oh, okay. But what if I can... Can I get down from here without dying, do you think? I really doubt it. But I do not think I can get back up. Oh! Back rooms? It's a lot of narrator dialogue. Oh.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know.
It's 252.
I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
Oh.
I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there? Caporata.
I feel like I'm about to be jump scared. Awesome! Thank you so much for showing me that. That was lovely. Thank you. Where is the narrator?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers.
Yeah.
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Oh.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
I mean,
to be
it was
filled
okay.
to the brim with inner richness?
It was
Yes,
fine.
I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Whatever you
Just
want.
one more time.
Okay. Whatever you want. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Now this is a reward. Okay, well.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
Oh, 7th?
We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Never? What's over here? Nope, I want this. 7. Seven? I don't know, I always thought this was kind of disturbing. More?
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around by the red and blue doors. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest.
Oh.
Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them,
Oh,
let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane,
Thank
unremarkable
you.
ways.
Thank you so much. Oh, they lead to the same place.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
It was this one, I think. This one was the third one.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was
Oh.
here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these
Now I
moments
have
are so
9.
crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not. Why'd you even shut the door in the
Let's
first
see,
place?
what came next?
Oh, this is why.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I don't think it happened. But it's very comforting in here. I wouldn't want to leave. Whispers?
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate
Woo!
the occasion. Enjoy.
Let's see it. Yes. Oh my god. This is lovely. Thank you so much for showing me this. I give myself a high five because you don't have hands. I did! Narrator, you best boy! He is the best boy.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
It
I
does.
spent a lot of time making that video. But
It was very
8 minutes
impressive.
I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
8 minutes. Lovely. Good job. I loved it. Oh. Well, that's new. And then the last one.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Perhaps
can't even
because
die if I wanted
it was the
to.
one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
Yeah.
It was a moment unlike
I
any
loved
other.
that moment.
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Yeah. I liked it though. It was fun. Alright, we done now? Oh, I am in the present. You're right.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Oh, okay. What's next? What do we do now, fellas?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
Oh.
Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's
Man,
just go
I think-
backwards.
I think
we'll
you
do
have-
the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See
No,
how that feels.
I think you have an issue, my love. I think you have a little bit of an obsession, and it's kind of scaring me.
Okay, yes. This spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of
Love.
the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Oh my goodness. He does have an addiction, doesn't he?
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video?
I
we
do
watched?
remember. It was very impressive. Thank you for showing me that
I
again.
love that video.
I appreciate it.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one.
I don't remember
Good
this
room,
one
though.
either.
A solid room.
It is a solid room. I do quite like this room.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know,
Yeah.
if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them.
I mean, this
I'm
is
very
kind of
glad
a
we resisted
reward.
the temptation. Next one.
Next one! Next figurine. What if I go this way? There's nothing this way. Alright, well, that's interesting. In through the blue door, out through the red door.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember?
I remember.
Yes, I remember
It did
too.
happen like
The
20
past
minutes
is
ago.
truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever
It's-
choose to leave it?
It's nice.
Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines.
Alright, can we leave
I
now?
want more memories, Stanley.
No,
I want to keep
we can make
going.
more
What else is
memories.
there? What came before this?
Can I leave now, love? Because you're kind of freaking me out, to be honest. I do remember the collectibles. Oh!
It's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say, oh yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Yes.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
I don't know.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Love.
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Uh-oh.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
Oh,
He would make
Lord.
the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again.
No, don't!
I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it.
But I'll be
strong this
lonely.
time.
I'll be
take
lonely.
care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go
all
back
right.
just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy
Sure.
telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh god, again. Here we go again.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial. A good bucket.
A strong bucket. A humble bucket.
A committed bucket. A bucket of culture and distinction.
You done? Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Uh-huh.
And here it was. Had the bucket
No.
turned out to be correct?
And I will
No,
finally
never
follow
mind.
instructions.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Wait. But the... Hold on.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now
gonna
ride
follow-
the lift all the way to the top. There's something
gonna
up
follow
there
the
I need you
bucket.
to do.
I'm gonna follow the
Stanley
bucket.
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I quite like the bucket.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Dark.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Oh. Okay. Sounds good.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you
It's
and telling you
not?
to do things. Buckets can't talk.
It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A
Ah.
talking bucket.
You hurt my feelings.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
No. Where?
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political
I really need
enemies?
this. I really need
And more
this.
importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name.
Michael.
Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh.
I don't have a joke right now.
And then, spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invaders who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles, all of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
You lost me at the end there.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then.
Were they?
So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come
Okay.
along, let's head back.
Let's try it again. I'll walk up. I'm missing my bucket sticker. I'm missing a sticker. Where'd my sticker go?
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise,
You got rid
who
of my
knows
bucket
where we'd be
sticker.
right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
I'll let him try again. I'll let him try.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Oh.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
That was a
There
jump
supposed to
scare?
be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit, which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land.
Oh, hon.
Not the way it was meant to.
and it's
I'm
all
sorry.
my fault. I
It's
must have
not your
forgotten that
fault.
The phone room comes immediately after the two doors room.
It
What
doesn't.
an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm
No,
nothing.
no, you're
I'm
not.
not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp.
Don't say
I think-
that.
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
No, hun.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Oh, God.
Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
You got this. I believe in you.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Oh.
Here we go. You ready? When
I
Stanley
guess we'll
and
go
the
to the
bucket came to a
left.
set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right.
Well,
leading
I'm
back to the
sorry.
phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video?
No.
I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke
I'm
is completely
sorry.
done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm
Well,
going
oh
to be
my God,
shamed
fine,
at
fine,
every one of our
fine.
meetings from now on. All
Okay,
because
good.
You couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No?
I like my bucket.
Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
I thought it was funny.
Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes.
I like your jokes. They're
More
funny.
instructional videos.
They're
That's
funny.
exactly what it is.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Alright. I'm all done today. I'm all done for today, at least. Oh, posture check. Okay, posture. I'm all done today. Might do this again. I've been playing this game for 3 hours now, so I think it's about time that I stopped. Time to initiate a raid. So we're gonna be raiding Lotus 277. I forget who this is, but you know what? The hell with it. Have fun. Have fun, and thank you for coming, especially Karma Kills 1. Appreciate it. Wish you used the chat and actually talked to me so I wouldn't feel like I was talking to myself the entire time, but hey, it's something. Alright, have fun.